Hi guys, this is Melanie from Mel and Milo, and if you clicked this video, you probably are wondering what you should be feeding your parrot. This is what I feed my parrot, so you might have a variation to it. I just wanted to make sure that everybody also understands that there's certain things that your parrots cannot eat. One of these things, it's very important to know that you cannot ever, ever feed your parrot avocados. It is very deadly to birds and they will die. So the first thing I feed is Supreme Natural. Has a lot of added vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and it's made for the larger parrots, like mine is a Moroccan cockatoo. So far, this is his favorite. I do believe in feeding pellets. I do give him some seeds, but mostly he is eating pellets. I give him 5 different kinds. The second kind I'm given is called Rhodey Bush, and it's just a different texture, a different shape, and it probably has the same minerals and vitamins. I just like to change it up and give them variety because I believe in that. The next thing I found is from another YouTuber called Marlene McCohen. She has a lot of parrots and extensive knowledge about parrots. So she developed her own parrot food, and so far Milo likes it. So you might want to give it a try too. I also give him a Supreme Nut Blend flavor. It's basically the same as the first one, but just nut flavor, and he really likes that one too. I also add Supreme Fruit Blend flavor. He's not that fond of that, but your bird might be. So in the end, when I'm done mixing all these together, Milo's bowl looks like this. He will have 5 different kinds of pellets that he can pick from because I do like to give him variety. And this is how he eats it. He likes to dunk them in water and soften them up before he eats them, and he's crunching away, and he's really liking his variety, and he's a really good eater. Some birds don't like to eat a lot of vegetables or fruits, but you got to keep trying and offer the food every day. So they'll be happy and healthy, as you can hear Milo is in the background. Okay. Next, you can see a example for a bowl that Milo gets in the morning with all the fruits and with the vegetables that he has, and then if this is his afternoon fruit bowl that he gets. That's just an example. It varies. Okay. So when I first got Milo, he only ate about 3 different kind of things that I was told anyway. And luckily I didn't keep it that way and just gave him those 3 things. I made sure that he ate lots of different foods, and these following pictures and clips are going to be just examples of the things that he eats. He eats many other things. I just didn't catch him eating them. Here he's eating a carrot, and sometimes it's just fun to give them a whole carrot or a whole vegetable to have them munch on it. It's fun for them. The next thing I gave him is egg. The way I make it is I put it in a bowl with a little bit of water, and I make sure I scramble it, obviously, before, because you don't want it exploding in the microwave. And he loves egg. And every once in a while, I would say maybe once a week, it's good for them to get their protein in. So make sure you put it in a bowl for about 30 seconds, no longer, because you still want it to be somewhat fluffy for them. Here I'm giving him some acorn squash. As you can see, he loves it. The way I prepare it is I poke a few holes in it with a knife, then I wrap it with a wet paper towel, and I put it in the microwave for 4 minutes one way, then I flip it over for another 2 or 3 minutes. And then it's nice and soft. You can cut it up and you can put it in pieces, you could freeze it, or just use it up in 2 or 3 days. My bird is very large, so he will eat the whole thing in 2 or 3 days. If you have a small bird, it might take longer, so you just cut it in cubes. Milo loves cooked chicken leg. I give that to him as a special treat, maybe once every 2 weeks, because he will eat the marrow inside the bone, which is very fattening.
Yummy radish. Yummy radish. Mmm. Mm-hmm.
Here he eats my homemade birdie bread. Please look for another video where I am demonstrating exactly how I make it with all the ingredients. Obviously, these are spaghettis. Milo loves noodles, and every once in a while, some carbohydrates is good for the parrot. Like I mentioned before, Milo eats many other things. I just didn't catch him eating them. Just remember, please remember, don't ever give your bird avocado and other things like chocolate, caffeine, and any common sense things. I do give him some sunflower seeds when I'm trying to train him to bond with me or just gaining trust. So he gets some seeds. As you can see right here, he does love seeds, just not as a main food. It,
Long-term trust
birds do need some
objective
seeds,
giant
so make sure that they're really nice and clean. Safflower seeds and sunflower seeds can be given. I would probably prefer the safflower and the sunflower for training.
It's a good boy. It's a good boy. Yeah.
A few times a week, I'll give one of these nuts as a treat. This bag has walnuts, hazelnuts, pecan nuts, Brazil nuts, and almonds in the shell. He likes them better in the shell. It's more fun for him to crack it open and probably play with it, or maybe he feels like he achieved something. So every once in a while, to give some nuts is okay to do. Or a cracker, here with some almond butter, or just let him play with different textures. Here he's eating some millet, which is okay too to have, and let him try out different textures. He might not eat it, but he play with it. Like for this one is an ice cream cone. He doesn't eat it, he just crunches it up, but it's fun for him to explore, and it keeps him busy too, and it's a really cheap way to do it. Here he has a pine cone that he just crunches up. He doesn't eat it, but he crunches it. Sometimes maybe there might be some pine nuts in it, but I don't think this one does. Here he has some mustard seeds that he's just playing with. So you can experiment with all kinds of different foods and materials.